things I try to be just a little more exact between you and Dan, and he's reading a lot, like on the transition, and sometimes it's just, I mean, that's just because I had my name in it last night, but there's like a 5 second silence. Alright, someone read it. I think it's going to the scoreboard. Boy, Isaac, we got 19 viewers right now. Glad I got the stream started. Okay, I need mine.
Were you at the boys' game last night?
We were, yeah. Yeah, we broadcasted that.
Yours.
We didn't have a stream. Lincoln didn't let us stream it, but we broadcasted on the radio.
Oh, sure. I saw it the first half, so did it come down to the last second, or?
You know, Gorman had about a 14, 16-point lead in the fourth quarter, and Lincoln came all the way back and got to within, was it about, how, did Lincoln get within 2 or?
Well, OG won by 1.
Yeah.
So we fouled the Lincoln kid, and he went to the line with like .9 left, made the first free throw, missed the second, rebound last round. Yep. It was like a 14-point game until the last like 3 minutes. Lincoln just got hot.
I do, actually, that's what I was just going to look at. Gotta go look at a few of those scores on the AA boys.
We're gonna get on here.
What time? It's 2:20. We might soon, Isaac. So 1 second.
So I bet you would have just gonna.
Can you look and try and find some of those scores in the boys'
Yeah.
early games, since that's one of our first segments? And I can start it with you if Dan's not. Because we have both Colgert and Daly interviews. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. You're 2. I got you up when you want to start. You want to talk real quick?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. O'Gorman Lincoln girls basketball.
I'm gonna check our volume. I'm about ready to get us started.
Okay. You just gonna take Dan's
Yeah.
role then? Okay.
Okay. What the heck is going on? Come on, computer! So mute me so I don't say.
You're listening to a special presentation from the Real Presence Radio Network. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank Card, and Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal.
Ranked Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights take on the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots. I'm Brett Byler with Real Presence Radio, and I'm joined by Isaac Struck tonight. The O'Gorman Knights and the Lincoln Patriots. The Knights are 1-0 on the season. They defeated Sioux Falls Roosevelt last Friday night, 62-51. Well, Lincoln Patriots, they lost 9 seniors to graduation, 7 rotation players, so it's kind of a rebuild year for them. They're 1-2 on the season. Isaac, the O'Gorman Roosevelt game last Friday night, opening night for the Lady Knights, they kind of led between that 8-16 mark for most of the game. What impressed you most about the O'Gorman girls play in game one?
Well, what impressed me the most is that this group is kind of a young group. I mean, despite Moore and the Riley sisters and Ronzik, the bench is all fresh new players this year. Last year off the bench we had a couple of seniors and some veteran ready players. Well, this year it's just a new dynamic, and what really impressed me was the players off the bench like Hannah Friedman, Kira Mentley. They bring some size and some talent onto the ball team, and tonight we'll see later on in the broadcast that Hannah Friedman's going to get the start tonight for O'Gorman. So it'll be interesting to see how they play, especially with a team like Lincoln who's going to be really young and inexperienced. Roosevelt was a good battle early, and now they've got a chance to get their first win on the at home.
Isaac, 2 things that the Knights struggled with against Sioux Falls Roosevelt: allowed 17 offensive rebounds. They also had 17 turnovers. And you're a former basketball player. Knights play a lot of 2-3 zone on defense. So in the 2-3 zone, talk about maybe some box out principles and what you need to see better from O'Gorman tonight against Lincoln.
Yeah, something that you're going to see Coach Colesgrud, it's kind of one of his philosophies, more of a hit and get strategy in that box out. I mean, traditionally when you're being coached to box out, people are going to say, hold the box out till the ball hits the ground, and then you're going to go and whoever's in the area get it. No, Colesgrud's kind of with the hit and get strategy. Make sure you get an arm on your girl or a back on your girl, but then go get the basketball. Go attack the basketball. We want to be the first ones to the boards. So even if that's just a split second of a little arm check, push out of the way, and then go to the boards to get that rebound, that's what he wants. And especially in a zone where you're not going to be fully able to go get to a girl and stay on her completely. It's more of just get anyone in the general area of that ball out of the way and go get that ball. And it's something else to watch out for is we do have to limit the turnovers. That was a sloppy first game, and you don't want to get comfortable having too many turnovers early in the season, because although you can clean that up, you never want to get too comfortable early on, because that can come back to haunt you.
And we're a little bit of an earlier start tonight, Coach Red O'Gorman. Keeter likes to keep the clock moving, so we're about 10 minutes away from tip-off. A little bit about Lincoln, just real quick. They do lose Morgan Hansen and Emma Osmondson, 2 terrific All-State players from their team last year. The one returner they have is 6'2" senior post Jaden Fixie. A lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors we'll see tonight. We'll get more into that as the game's going on. The last meeting between these 2 teams was right here at O'Gorman. The Knights winning 51-31. That was Lincoln's season low point total of the season. O'Gorman also won in Sioux Falls Lincoln 63-44 last December. This is the 107th meeting with Lincoln leading 61-45. Isaac, can you talk about what are some of the other games for our scoreboard update going on this afternoon?
In some AA girls action, Mitchell is at Rapid City Stevens, Huron is at Rapid City Central, Aberdeen Central at Sturgis. Those are all 2:30 tip-offs. And then at 3 o'clock, Pierre is at Sturgis. Then over in AA boys action, some games already underway today. The Rapid City Central Cobblers are at Huron. Rapid City Central leads that game 34-31 at the half. Rapid City Stevens is at Mitchell. a low-scoring first half over in Mitchell. It's 20-17. Mitchell leads the Raiders at the half. Spearfish is at Pierre. It's 25-1 in the first quarter. Pierre is on top. And then that Sturgis at Aberdeen game, that's going on at 6 o'clock tonight, so no score from there. And then soon to tip off, the O'Gorman boys are at number 2 ranked in Class A, Sioux Falls Christian this afternoon. That game is broadcasted on Sioux Falls Christian's live stream. I believe it's Charger
Nation S as in Sam SFC, correct.
Okay. So if you want to go double monitor it with this game and that game, both games will be tipping off around the same time.
All right, thanks so much, Isaac. After the break, we're going to hear from Sioux Falls Lincoln girls basketball coach Matt Daly. That interview is next on the Knights Game Day Show.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
Catholic Family Services is here for you, regardless of age, faith, or ethnic origin. They provide services throughout eastern South Dakota, including mental health counseling for adults and children, grief therapy for individuals or groups, a divorce support group, and a grief camp for children. They also now offer online counseling through telehealth therapy. For more information or to make an appointment with Catholic Family Services, you can call 800-700-7867 or go to sfcatholic.org/CFS.
Welcome back to the First Premier Bank Card, and Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal Knights Game Day Show. I'm now joined by Sioux Falls Lincoln girls basketball coach Matt Daly. Coach, your girls are off to a 1-2 start this season. Your team only returns one player in Jaden Fixie, who got significant varsity minutes last season. Has the lack of varsity experience for your girls been one of your biggest challenges in this early stage as a coach?
Yeah, I think any year that you lose 9 seniors and 5 of which were college basketball players, you're going to be rebuilding. I think this year was especially tough given the fact that we couldn't play any competitive basketball in the summer or in the fall. On a typical summer, we play 20 games between leagues and team camps, and we continue to play through the fall. Under the current pandemic restrictions, we just couldn't get those games in, and that competition ends. Right now, we're kind of finding ourselves things and decisions that we probably would have had ironed out in July. We are making here in December and early January. It's kind of tough to get that traction that you need when you're playing teams like Washington, O'Gorman, who have a lot of depth and a lot of experience returning.
Looking at those first 3 games, Coach, what have you seen that you've been most happy with so far from your girls?
I think just their maintenance of a positive attitude. We know we're tremendously young. In some of those games we've started 3 sophomores. Our 4 juniors that are on the team sat varsity last year but had very limited varsity experience with a very senior-heavy class. We told them this year we're kind of going by the 3 Ps. We need to be patient, and we need to be positive, and we need to have some perseverance. They're a great group of kids. They're maintaining a positive attitude. They know it's a difficult year. I guess I'm just really happy that they're showing up every day, even after some tough losses, and they're happy. They're ready to get to work, and they believe that the wins will come once we get more practice and more experience underneath our belt.
And obviously, with a lot of new players, Coach, usually at the start of any season, offense is sometimes a little bit behind defense. Your girls scoring about 36 points a game through 3 games. On the offensive end, Coach, what are some improvements you'd like to see there, and how much is it just a matter of confidence with some younger players?
Definitely confidence in the jump shooting. Even our junior players right now are struggling to find their confidence, struggling to decide what a rhythm jump shot is versus a forced or a rushed one. A place that we're really struggling at right now is the free throw line. We told the girls that, you got to get in there, you got to shoot a high percentage free throws, you got to finish at the rim, you got to knock down jump shots, because if you can do that, then that's going to build momentum and it's going to give you more energy to defend and to hang in those games. But yeah, when we struggle from the foul line, when we don't shoot well from the field, it's difficult to keep their heads up at times when the points aren't coming. But they're handling it well. They realize they have a lot to learn. What a better place to learn than playing against some of the best teams in the state.
And that was Lincoln girls coach Matt Daly. We want to thank Matt for his time, as always. We're going to take a quick break as we're getting a little ahead of time. So we're going to go to Coach Colesrud's interview after the break.
The 24th annual Christmas at the Cathedral, That's My God, a special video production featuring inspiring stories of Christmas hope, along with highlights from past Christmas at the Cathedral concerts, will be aired on Kellerland Television on Christmas night from 6:30 to 8 p.m. For an opportunity to view this beautiful production on demand, visit the Catholic Community Foundation website, ccfesd.org. Christmas at the Cathedral 2020. Don't miss this inspiring Christmas experience.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com. Welcome back to tonight's Game Day Show. I'm now joined by Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls basketball coach Kent Colesrud. Coach, your girls start the season off on the road against Roosevelt last Friday night, picking up a 62-51 win over the Rough Riders, a game that your girls kind of led in that 8 to 16 range for most of the game. Overall assessment, first game of the year for your girls. How do you feel after probably watching some tape on the game afterwards, how they played?
Yeah, I thought it was a good effort, Brett. Real similar to a lot of first games. We saw a lot of good things that we did. We also saw a lot of things that we need to work on, and positives. It was just fun to be out there playing. Such a long break. Kids were excited to play. I thought they went out there, got off to a really nice start. I thought we offensive rebounded really well. I thought we shot the basketball pretty good. Played as a team, all those kind of things. Things to work on. We got to take care of the ball better. We had too many turnovers. We did not defensive rebound very well, and I thought our offensive execution at times just wasn't terribly crisp, which again is typical to first games. So a lot of positives and some things that we're trying to address during the week of practice.
In your 2-3 zone, Coach, were you happy with how you were identifying Roosevelt shooters?
I think for the most part we identified again, did some good things down at that end, but we learned some things as well. But probably the most disappointing thing on the defensive end was just our ability to defensive rebound. We can give up 17 offensive rebounds to teams and expect to win on a nightly basis. So that's something that we have to collectively do. Last year, Emma Ronsick was a huge rebounder for us, and she's
and Izzy coming back, and then Reagan, Bergen Riley are a few of your returners from last year. Some of those new girls that saw maybe significant varsity action Friday night compared to either last year or even at all, how you feel some of those girls, the Hannah Freedmans of the world, played Friday night?
I thought they did good. We have a rotation of 8 right now. Ellie Thee got her first career start. I thought did a nice job. Hannah Freedman had 8 points. I had a handful of rebounds. I got in there and battled hard. I thought she did a nice job. Kira Mentley, kind of the same way. Got us a couple baskets, defended hard, fought for some rebounds, and freshman Molly Abdouche, I thought came in and really gave us a lift as well. Just played solid minutes. A kid that can take care of the basketball. She can score in a number of ways in transition. She can get to the rim. She shoots the perimeter shot pretty good. I thought all those kids gave us a really nice lift, and moving forward, they're going to have to keep adjusting to their roles and the physicality and the speed of varsity basketball. I have a lot of confidence in those kids moving forward.
Coach, tonight we have our home opener. It's always fun to be back playing at O'Gorman against Sioux Falls Lincoln. The Lincoln girls already played 3 ball games so far. They did lose quite a bit of players from last year. What do you know about this Lincoln squad, Coach Daly's team you're going to be facing tonight?
Yeah, they had a great squad last year, and unfortunately for them, they lost a lot of those players. Got one starter back in Jaden Fiske, and had a really nice JV team last year. There's going to be some growing pains for them. They're kind of adjusting, learning their roles. I think they have some good talent, and really, at this point in the season, it's all about us. We need to do the things we did really good at Roosevelt again, and the things that we found we need to work on, we need to do those better tonight, and just grow as a basketball team each and every night.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Brett.
And that was O'Gorman girls basketball coach Kent Colesrud. We're going to hit our tip-off open, and then we'll have the start of the ball game. Don't go anywhere, folks.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
On the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, McGuire Iron, Sioux Equipment Company, Barendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Canfield Business Interiors, the BB Agency Knights of Columbus Insurance, Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, Ide Bailey, First Premier Bank Card, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, Crossroads Book and Music.
Tip-off to tonight's game is just moments away. With all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights Basketball, let's go to the gym.
Welcome everyone who's just joining in. We're about a minute into action already here at O'Gorman High School. Score is still 0-0 as the Knights just miss a 3. Rebound goes to Lincoln, and they begin to push up the floor. Lincoln starting number 4, Addie Sand, Addie Fawcett, number 14, Kaya Jensen, Mariah Syme, and Jaden Fiske. O'Gorman, same starting 5 as last week, minus Ellie Thee, and inserted into her position is number 33, Hannah Friedman, the junior. So Moore will bring the ball across half court. She's going to be fouled before she can go up with the shot. Ball is going to go underneath the basket. First team foul of the game. That foul is going to go to Addie Fawcett.
We're on. Thank you. We're on Ashley Keeter time today. The game was scheduled to tip off at 3. Well, it's 2:40, and we're already 2 minutes in.
Steve Keeter loves to get games going on early here, which is fantastic for people with a social life, stressful for people on the radio. A pass is stolen for Lincoln. It's going to be Kaya Jensen going up for the layup. She's going to be fouled before she gets the shot to go in. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. She's going to be fouled by Bergen Riley. She'll pick up her first foul, first team foul as well for the Knights.
Kind of sloppy start, Isaac, so far for the Lady Knights.
Absolutely. First free throw on the way, no good from Jensen. Jensen, a 5'11 junior. She's got some size to her, but she plays more of that versatile guard/forward spot, so a nice tall addition for the Patriots. Second free throw off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Bergen Riley, and the Knights will push it up with Reagan Riley. Across half court, she'll hand it off to Ronzik. Hannah Ronzik has it at the top of the key. Passes it over to Moore, and Moore will come dribble up to the top. She'll hand off to Reagan Riley and then back over to Ronzik. They're going to call an illegal screen, and that one's going to go to the number 33, the junior Hannah Friedman. She'll pick up her first foul, second team foul of action. We're underneath. Well, we're 5:41 left in the first quarter, and no one's even been close to scoring any points. A couple free throw attempts and 2 air balls, and now a turnover from Lincoln. So a really sloppy opening quarter so far here at O'Gorman High School. Moore will be bringing it across half court. Nearly had it poked away. She'll regain possession, go behind her back, and now they're going to call a foul. That one's going to go to Addie Fawcett. She'll pick up her second foul already in the early going, so that's going to bring a sub off the bench. Elena Sorensen goes to check in, however, doesn't get in time. So Fawcett will stay out there with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Bergen Riley, jumper from the top of the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Hannah Ronzik up and off the window. A nice scoop shot from underneath the basket on the offensive rebound. And the first points are on the board 3 minutes into the ball game. It's 2-0 O'Gorman.
I think O'Gorman can force some turnovers for Lincoln. They had 22 turnovers against Sioux Falls, Washington the other night, so look for that zone maybe to be extended a little bit more, Isaac.
It's going to be Fawcett up top now. Sand back to Fawcett. Fawcett has it on the left wing. She'll dribble around and toss it over the top to Sand. Sand up top. That's going to be Syme. Inside jumper, no good. However, the offensive board, you're going to roll around, and it's going to be a jump ball. A couple of bodies on the floor, Moore and Syme tangled up, and Ellie Thie will come in now for Hannah Friedman. Possession will go to the Knights. They lead by 2.
If you want to watch the video stream, you just can go to YouTube, and it's Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls.
Hannah Ronzik, they'll swing it around now. Reagan Riley has it on the right corner. Passes it back up top to Ronzik. Down low to Bergen Riley on the left block. Finds Ellie Thie underneath the basket. She'll kick it out to Moore. There's 15 on the shot clock. That pass is stolen. In transition, here comes a layup attempt, another foul. This one's going to go to Moore. That was Kaya Jensen for Lincoln. Up off the window, and she'll head back to the free throw line.
I think that's Kaya's second steal already of the game. The Knights' passing has not been crisp so far.
Her first free throw, no good. So Jensen has stepped up to the line twice already. She's 0 for 3 on the night.
And that's been an issue, according to Coach Daly, with his Lincoln girls, has been free throw shooting for now the first 3 ball games, and she's now 0 for 4.
So Moore will have it. She'll bring it across to half court. Passes it off to Ronzik. Ronzik will go off the dribble. Cuts her way into the lane. Floater no good. She grabs her own rebound. Tries to go up with it again. Partially blocked away. However, the Knights regain possession. Moore has it. She'll take a 3 from the corner. It's good. Izzy Moore on the board with a 3-pointer from the corner, and it's 5-0 O'Gorman. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Little 2-2-1 press here for O'Gorman. They're a very athletic team this year, so the more athletic you are, the more you're able to do those presses.
They're going to call a foul. I believe it's going to go to Thie. Sorensen tried to hit Fiske down low with a nice bounce pass. It got to her, however, foul was called prior to the pass.
Lincoln's a very young team, only 2 seniors on their varsity roster. One is Fixie, who started last year. So a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors for Coach Daly.
Sorensen has it at the top of the key. She'll dribble around, trying to get away from this zone defense. It's going to be more kind of harassing her over on the right wing. They get it up top to Jensen. Jensen has it with 20 seconds on the shot clock. She'll pass it over to Sand. Back up to Jensen. It's going to be poked away by Moore. A nice pass by Thie back to Moore. In transition, layup off the window is good. Easy points for the Knights, and it's 7-0. Lincoln once again trying to break this press from O'Gorman. They'll just get it across half court. Ellie Thie meets the Patriots at the top of the key. It's going to be Sorensen now over to Sand and back up to Sorensen as they try to work it around in this zone. Dumps it inside to Fiske. However, it was too high and sails out of bounds. And now we've got a couple subs into the game for the Knights. Bergen Riley will return, and now we'll see Molly Abdouche, the freshman, in for her first action of the game.
These are these new jerseys I think the Knights are wearing?
Nice, clean jerseys. It's got the OG back where you would have a name typically. Another steal by Jensen, her 3rd of the ball game. Nice, clean-cut jersey. I'm really liking these. And Lincoln, the baby blues, those are doing it for me as well.
Oh, Bergen with a steal.
Riley in transition. She'll go up off the window. Easy layup for 2. It's 9-0 O'Gorman.
You talked about Joe Lynch's long arms last night. Isaac in the boys game. Bergen Riley has some really long arms on her too.
Yeah, she can get a lot of deflections inside like she just did, and then she went coast to coast with it up off the window.
Almost a 10-second violation.
Jensen has it at the elbow, passes it up top to Syme. Syme will go dribble drive and fire a pass over to the right wing where Sand's going to take a 3 around the rim and no good. Rebound goes to Mentley. Mentley gives it off to Riley and now up the floor to Moore. Moore will go one-on-one, then kick it back out. Abdouche, three-pointer, no good off the front of the rim. No, rebound, however, by Bergen Riley. She goes up off the window, and a timeout from Matt Daly in the Lincoln Patriots. It's 11-0 with 1:40 left here in the first quarter.
And Isaac, we are going to just stay right here. We got to do a little bit of behind with a quick start. So I am going to play the starting lineups for the O'Gorman girls right now for everyone. So here they are.
Isabel Moore, number 13, 5'9", senior guard. Reagan Riley, number 5, 5'10", senior forward. I'm Bergen Riley, number 25, 6'1", sophomore forward.
Hannah Ronsick, number 30, 5'11", junior guard.
Hannah Friedman, number 33, 5'11", junior forward.
So you just heard your starting lineup for the Lady Knights. Play is now resuming as Lincoln once again trying to break this pressure from the Knights. Basically like a 2-2-1 box press right now, and Lincoln is having all sorts of difficulties. They're going to get a 10-second violation.
Yeah, they've been getting close to those 10-second calls at least 2 or 3 times, and they got one that time. And I think you being a coach, Isaac, it probably drives you a little bit crazy out of a timeout if you get a turnover right away.
Oh, absolutely. I think Daly's going to have a lot of growing pains this year with these girls, but I'm going to definitely have room for improvement as the season goes on. Just a young group of girls. As Reagan Riley buries a three from the right wing, it's 14-0. 14-0, the Lady Knights lead after it took 3 minutes to get on the board. Now they're pouring in the baskets left and right.
Yeah, barrage of scoring for the Lady Knights in the last 3 minutes.
Syme has it inside now, and they'll kick it back up top to Sand. Sand has it over to Sorensen. Into the game for Lincoln is Honor. It's going to be Syme down low, looking inside, trying to get it to Fixie. He'll dish it up top. Sorensen, top of the key three, no good. Rebound goes to Mentley, her second already down low. And they'll push in transition. Nice pass from Abdouche to Ronzik off the window for two. Molly Abdouche, a nice job finding Ronzik in transition. It's 16-0 Knights. 26 seconds left in the first quarter.
Lincoln, another turnover.
Lincoln will turn it over again, so the Knights can hold for the last possession of the first quarter. In fact, they could shut out Lincoln in the first quarter.
So Hannah Friedman and Izzy Moore check in. Kira Mentley and Molly Abdouche check out for the Knights. So the strategy here, Isaac, is it to wait to usually about 7-8 seconds and then go, or?
Yeah, I would say you kind of wait till it gets down to that 7-8 second range, maybe even 9, depending on who. And the Knights will turn it over, so we'll hold that till next quarter. Up off the window, a lot of contact, no call. Reagan Riley launches a full court shot. It's going to come up well short, and that'll do it for your first quarter. So the O'Gorman Lady Knights lead 16-0 at the end of one. Stay tuned for more Lady Knights basketball here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is a third-generation chiropractic practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf, a 1999 O'Gorman alum, is a proud third-generation O'Gorman Cathedral High School graduate following in the footsteps of his grandfather and uncle, and is excited to welcome his wife Larissa to the practice. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is located on the northwest corner of 49th Street and Southeastern Avenue, 605-334-8000.
Hi, I'm Larry Canfield with Canfield Business Interiors. I've often been asked what differentiates Canfield Business Interiors from other companies. It's our knowledge, expertise, and over 100 years of combined experience. It's how we use our in-house design capabilities to enhance your workspace. To us, it's not just a transaction. It's about our satisfaction guaranteed philosophy that seeks a positive outcome for all. The reason we are in business is to make your space better. We get results, just like those Knights. Go Knights!
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where play is about to resume here in the second quarter. I've got a score update from Mitchell over at the Corn Palace. The Colonels defeat Rapid City Stevens 50-49 on a blocked shot at the buzzer. Rapid City had a chance to win it, and a blocked shot at the buzzer sealed the deal for Mitchell to improve to 3-0 on the season. Fixke no good for three.
I had to guess it'd either be by 6'6" Hinker or 6'8" Alm on the block, but not for sure. But
Moore gets walloped by Fixie, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
So Mitchell, Isaac, they're 4-0 right now for boys to start the year for Coach Todd Neuendorf, who's an assistant coach for Derek Roby in Aberdeen for a long time. 2 good friends there.
Free throw on the way from Moore is good. Hits the bottom of the net.
Izzy's a terrific free throw shooter.
At the line for her second free throw. It is up and around and out, no good. However, an offensive board by Reagan Riley had it stripped out of her hands. However, nice play by Fixie.
I announce her jinxed her, so I'm just not going to talk anymore, and girls are shooting free throws.
Sand has it, uses a screen from Fixie, passes it up top, and the Patriots will work it around, try to dump one inside to Fixie, and they do. She's got it on the left block, turns over her right shoulder. She's going to be fouled by Hannah Friedman. So Friedman will pick up her second foul, kind of in disbelief at the call from the ref. That'll send Fixie to the line for 2.
And sometimes it all starts with your post defense is getting position. And Fixie had her so far behind her underneath the hoop, you almost had to foul that time. So if you're for Hannah, you got to work on trying to either front her or push her a little bit out of the lane.
Absolutely. Fixie, no good on the free throw. So
0 for 5, Isaac, I
think?
Yeah,
0 for 5 from the free throw line for Lincoln. And we're 9 minutes into the ball game without a basket or a point to show for it. Second free throw on the way. That one good, and Lincoln's on the board for the first time tonight with 7:10 left in the second quarter. It's 17-1. O'Gorman leads.
Little 1-2-1-1 press for Lincoln.
Moore will break the press, pass it over to Bergen Riley. Her 3 from the left corner, nothing but net. It's 20-1. This is kind of what we saw last year when O'Gorman played Lincoln. Lincoln could hardly get anything going offensively. Must be a curse here for the Patriots in the O'Gormanite gym.
Ooh, you got to call out that screen if you're Hannah Freeman. Bergen hit a brick wall that time. Bergen Riley, Isaac, 7 points off the bench, 3 for 3 shooting.
Fixie has it at the top of the key, passes it over to Sorensen, who now has it with Jensen in the corner. Jensen back up top to Fixie. She looks inside to Jensen. Nice pass inside. Jensen's going to be fouled again, and she'll head back to the free throw line. It'll be her 3rd trip to the line tonight, or this afternoon. 0 for 4 so far.
I think that's already 6 team fouls now on O'Gorman. And one thing, too, if you're Lincoln, you're going to try to create havoc defensively and press maybe. Well, you can't press if you don't make any baskets, you know?
Yeah, it's tough to get lined up in that press when you're discombobulated, as that free throw no good again by Jensen. Her second free throw this time is good. So Jensen 1 of 2 for the line, 1 of 6 on the evening, and it's 20-2. Lady Knights lead the Patriots with 6:19 left here in the second quarter. An ugly start for both teams, then a scoring ambush from the Lady Knights, and they've taken a commanding lead here early on in the half. Kicks it out to Friedman, who now dumps it off to Bergen Riley. Looks inside to Hannah Ronzik, up off the window, good for 2. 22-2, Lady Knights lead. Hannah Ronzik on the board again. She's got 6 points on the evening.
That was a good job by O'Gorman taking their time offensively. I think the initial look was for Izzy. Wasn't open. They just reran their set and then got Hannah the basket.
Fixie sets a hard screen on Ronzik. Passes it up to Jensen. Jensen now over to Sorensen. Throws it away out of bounds. Turnover, Patriots.
I think it's just these girls, they're being young or thrust into varsity. It's a little quicker than they're used to. So you want the turnovers to cut down if you're Matt Daly, but you hope then by end of January, February, you're in a lot better rhythm.
Yeah, and it's tough when you have a team that's young like this, where it's basically all dominated by sophomores and juniors, especially those juniors that didn't even get a lot of the juniors now and sophomores, they weren't getting any action early on because of a senior-led team from last year, as Ronzik splashes a 3 from the left wing. So you've got a lot of girls that maybe were coming off the bench in JV or playing in the JV game, and this is their first time playing varsity basketball, and it's not just 1 or 2 of them with a bunch of seniors. It's about all 4 to 5 of the starters are inexperienced. Fixie has it on the block, passes it up top, nearly threw it away to Syme. Syme looks back inside to Fixie. Nice jumper, well too long. Air ball over the side of the rim from the right block. Knights will push in transition, slow things down now as Reagan Riley passes it off to Mentley. Mentley looks over to Moore, and Moore has it all alone on the left wing. She'll drive and pull it back out, tosses it up top to Ronzik, looking around the corner over to Ellie Thee. Ellie Thee picks up her dribble, hands it off to Reagan Riley. The Knights with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Hannah Ronzik cuts inside. She'll nearly travel, and she does travel, so Hannah Ronzik will walk.
I was wondering if they're going to call that.
A couple subs into the game. Nancy Peter is in, the sophomore for Lincoln. All 6'1" of her. And number 15, Molly Abdouche for the Knights. It's 25-2 here with 4:16 left in the second quarter. That pass tipped away by Thee. Nice defensive play there in the press. Lincoln will still maintain possession, 32 on the shot clock. They'll inbound it to Sorensen. Sorensen, surveying her options, will now decide to dribble. She's got to get it across half court. 4 seconds, they finally do. Jensen has it now. Sand on the right wing. Sand will dribble around, pass it up top to Sorensen. Sorensen playing a lot of minutes off the bench so far for the Lincoln Patriots due to those 2 fouls early on from Addie Fawcett. Turnaround hook shot, no good. Nearly fell for Peter. Rebound goes to Lincoln. They have another second chance opportunity here. Dumps it inside to Peter again. She's going to be fouled by Mentley. Mentley a little too much body down low with Nancy Peter. Patriots will be inbounding the basketball from underneath their own basket near the right block.
They're still without a field goal. Their 2 points are on free throws, so. But I guess the Knights are in the penalty now, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Patriots.
7 fouls already for the Lady Knights. They still lead this ball game by 23. Free throw on the way from Peter is good. She'll have a second free throw coming on the way. Nancy Peter, the sophomore for Lincoln. Second free throw. This one's going to be well too short, an air ball, and the Knights will take over from out of bounds. Moore will bring it across to half court. Knights lead 25-3 here in the second quarter. 3:37 left. Lincoln still without a field goal offensively. I know Gorman's been putting on a clinic on the offensive end. Thee has it in the corner. She'll take a pull-up two. Nearly fell. Rebound goes to Lincoln, however. Nice shot there by Thee.
She got her whole body into that one.
Molly Abdouche is going to get a steal up in transition to Izzy Moore. Beautiful pass up and over by Moore. Good for 2. Moore scooped it up over the defender and laid it off the window for 2. A really pretty move and a nice pass from Molly Abdouche, and the lead increases to 24. Down in the corner, it's going to be a pass intended for Peter. It's going to be stolen away, and in transition once again, another layup coming for Moore. Cannot get it to go. Thought she was fouled. She gets up smiling. Lincoln in transition. Nancy Peter up for 2. It's good. The first field goal made by the Patriots comes with 2:41 left in the second quarter. It's 27-5.
That was a nice pass that time. The lead to the basket by Peter, who has 3 points off the bench and very little time so far.
A nice spark for the Patriots offensively. Also gives size on the defensive end. Mentley over to Thee. Her three-pointer, no good, off the side of the rim. Rebound, however, by Bergen Riley, then had it stripped from behind by Syme, and Syme will push in transition for the Patriots. They're going to call a block on Ellie Thee, who tried to take a charge from Syme. And Syme will head to the line for a 1-and-1. They're going to give her 2 shots. They're going to say she was going up for the shot.
And she's a terrific soccer player. Really fun girl to watch on the soccer field this past fall for Lincoln.
She'll have 2 free throw attempts. First one on the way is no good, around and out. Coming into the game for the Knights is Hannah Ronzik. She'll come in for Izzy Moore.
I think Lincoln is 3 for 9 now on free throws.
A struggle so far offensively for the Patriots. Second free throw on the way, good.
So my Nebraska math tells me 4 for 10 is 40%, which isn't good. When you play for Roby, Isaac, what was kind of his free throw percentage he'd like the team to shoot at?
He wanted you to be shooting at least 70. 70 was kind of bottom of the line for him. Nice rebound inside by Mentley after the missed 3 from Ronzik. he was a big 70% and over guy. If it was below 70, you were doing something wrong, and that's pretty accurate. I mean, a good free throw shooting teams are definitely over that 70% range, and that's kind of where you got to be at. You got to be making about 7 out of 10. You can't be leaving free points on the board.
And Mallory Nelson has checked in, number 32, a 5'11 sophomore for Lincoln for the first time. One thing Lincoln has done well, they haven't always connected with baskets this first half, is their post girls are getting very good position down low, and they're doing a good job getting it to the post girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Still some bright spots, even though they're trailing big in this game for Lincoln. They just haven't been able to get anything to fall. Had some good looks offensively, as Mentley is going to go to the line for 2 shots. She got fouled by Fixie. I believe at halftime we'll be honoring that girls basketball team from last season for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, it was 21. I believe the record, Isaac, was 21-0, and they would have been the number 1 seed in the state tournament before that was postponed. So just a terrific season led by Emma Ronsick, the Creighton commit, and Carly Kunkel was a senior on that team, Allison Crouch, and a lot of these girls we're seeing out here now have big roles. Hannah and Izzy and Reagan and Bergen Riley were all key cogs in that team.
Absolutely. That second free throw attempt from Mentley, no good. Back of the iron, rebound went to Lincoln. They trail 30-6 with a minute left here in the second quarter. Down in the right baseline is going to be Syme. Up top to Sorensen, and Sorensen will pass it over to Sand. Sand has it on the right wing. Sand has had some opportunities to shoot it, hasn't taken any yet. Not sure if she's more of a facilitating guard or if she can shoot it. Fixie's shot going to be blocked by Mentley.
Good job by Kira going straight up that time.
Mentley still has it now up top. She'll look inside to Bergen Riley. Nice pass blocked away by Mallory Nelson, the sophomore, with a nice defensive play. What's interesting is that Lincoln doesn't seem to provide much of a threat from that three-point arc. They have only attempted 1 or 2. Neither of them were very close, and they've had some open looks from 3 but not taken any so far.
Does Izzy have some blood maybe on her? She has to check out possibly, or?
Oh, she had to go report to the book lady.
I have a funny story if we have a break to talk about checking in back in my day when I played, back when Isaac was probably about 6 years old. So.
Hannah Ronzik has it at the top of the key. She'll pass it over to Reagan Riley. 17 on the shot clock. Moore now, three-pointer, left wing. Ooh. Too strong. Offensive rebound goes to Riley. She'll pull it out. Passes it back inside now to Moore. Moore turns over, hands it off to Ronzik. Ronzik, free throw line jumper, rounded in.
Boy, that play looks so much like her big sister Emma, that little two-dribble, jump stop, 16-footer.
Emma doing good things over at Creighton, a big-time scorer for the Blue Jays off the bench in her freshman season. Baseline jumper is good as the buzzer sounds here at the end of the second quarter. So heading into the halftime, the Lady Knights lead the Lincoln Patriots 32-8 here at O'Gorman High School. We'll be back after the break for the locker room or the halftime show. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Pre-planning a funeral is a wonderful gift for families. I'm David Lewis of Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, a family-owned and operated service to the community. Our goal is to make arrangements with families comfortable when they decide what their wishes are for funeral services. I will listen to all needs and offer choices for funeral arrangements and make sure all questions are answered. Barnett Lewis Funeral Home can be contacted at 336-0707 or by going to barnettlewis.com.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides tax, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 40-plus locations in 15 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace for 2,500 professionals. Their firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities and the Real Presence Radio Network.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime Show, brought to you by your Knights of Columbus field agents for the Sioux Falls area, Jeff Gillen, Carl Libby, David Cook, and Phil Carlson.
All right, welcome back to the start of the halftime show. I'm Brett Byler with Real Presence Radio, and right now on the court, the O'Gorman girls are getting honored for their 21-0 season last year, with the current players, a lot of them still out there, and Carly Kunkel, it looks like, is also out there, I believe, from one of the seniors from last year. So kind of a fun, unique thing to do for the Lady Knights, Isaac.
Yeah, especially when you miss out on a state tournament that you were heavily favored in going into it, and definitely a team that could have taken the championship home. And but just a big shout out to those girls. They earned it. A 21-0 season. Unfortunately, didn't get to play that state tournament. But it's really cool to still be able to honor them, and now they'll have a picture up on the Crow's Nest area for probably forever, as one of those decorated teams that doesn't get a chance to put their banner up or their plaque up on the wall, but definitely get to be remembered as one of the greats all time in O'Gorman Lady Knights basketball history.
And about this game, now we'll kind of transition. It's 32-8. At halftime, O'Gorman leading Sioux Falls Lincoln. The Patriots offensively just had all kinds of issues in the first half. They didn't get a field goal till about over halfway through the second quarter. They didn't score in the first quarter. O'Gorman didn't score for the first 3 minutes, but then all of a sudden they kind of had a scoring barrage. What have you noticed so far in the first half, Isaac, about O'Gorman so far on the offensive end of the court?
They've been doing a really good job of pushing it in transition. In fact, they're getting a lot of nice, easy buckets in transition. Izzy Moore's had a couple of them. Molly Abdouche had a really nice pass to Moore that led to another transition layup opportunity. It's just one of those games right now where their defense is providing offense for them. They're getting defensive stops and they're able to run out in transition, but they've also been knocking down the three ball when they've been in that half-court set. Just overall been a really well-rounded basketball game so far for the Knights. A couple turnovers and sloppy play in the early going, but overall the Lady Knights have really responded in that late first quarter, early second, just putting up points on the board like it was going out of style, if you will.
And the Knights are led by Hannah Ronsick. She has 11. Izzy Moore has 8. 7 off the bench from Bergen Riley. Bergen hit a 3 and Reagan Riley both hit 3-pointers. If those two girls can hit threes, that's even bonus to what we already know you're going to get from Izzy Moore and Hannah Ronsick on the offensive end every night as well. Quick thoughts, O'Gorman, on the defensive end so far, Isaac?
They've played pretty solid defensively. Lincoln's only knocked down, I think, 2 field goals so far in the game, and it's not been necessarily that Lincoln hasn't been able to make shots, but it's O'Gorman defensively causing them to either turn it over or have a tough contested shot on the offensive end. O'Gorman's doing a great job of getting hands up and staying active, forcing poked away passes, tipped balls, anything that they can do, anything they can get their hands on, they are, and it's causing a lot of fits offensively for Lincoln.
All right, so 32-8 is your halftime score. This is the Knights halftime show, sponsored by the Sioux Falls Knights of Columbus area agents Jeff Gillen, Carl Libby, David Cook, and Phil Carlson. Coming up next is our Inside O'Gorman segment, where we'll find out what colleges 3 O'Gorman football players chose to play their college football, and that's next on the Knights halftime show.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
At McGuire Iron, we protect and store quality water for people and communities across the country. We are family owned and operated and have been building and maintaining America's water tower infrastructure for over 100 years. We pride ourselves on using faith principles in our business practices every day. This deep faith in the church is why we support the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School System. From all of us at McGuire Iron and the Jones family, we wish all O'Gorman students and student athletes good luck this year.
And welcome back to the Knights halftime show. It's now time for our Inside O'Gorman segment, sponsored by the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. And it was National Signing Day last week. I believe last Wednesday, a lot of football players chose what colleges they're going to go to. You know, obviously the big schools, the Alabamas, the Floridas. But back at home, our O'Gorman Knights, we had 3 players this past week commit to schools from Coach Poppinga's football team. Connor Pavelko, kicker, receiver, utility guy. He's committed to the College of St. Benedict, St. John's University. Jacob Schwab, the South Dakota School of Mines up in Rapid City. He's going to be a Hard Rocker. I believe that's their nickname, right?
Yeah, the Hard Rockers.
Okay. And then Matt Peters, the defensive tackle, is going to Dordt University. So thoughts on those 3 players, Isaac, and their choices and their O'Gorman careers?
Well, I think that it speaks a lot about the program that O'Gorman has. They always have guys going on to play at that next level, but not necessarily the big-time recruits that you would see from you. Obviously, there's Washington sending kids to D1 schools every year and so on, but O'Gorman, they do it differently, and a lot of these players that are going to play college football are not the typical size players that you would see going to play college football, but definitely guys that play hard, they play fast, they play fundamental and physical, and even if they're undersized, they're still providing a lot of good opportunities for the Knights football team, and just tremendous careers for them. They had a state championship while they played. They had a little bit of a tough up and down year. A lot of things maybe didn't go their way that they wanted to, but a lot of things that were out of their control with the way the world was spinning around early on this fall. But just some fantastic individuals that hopefully will succeed on in their second chance at playing football in college.
And I'm wondering if, like with Connor, Isaac, I'm wondering if he'll be doing some kicking in college, kind of what his path would be.
I think that he's looking to play on the offensive and defensive side of the ball still, but also do some kicking. I think that he didn't, as most people wouldn't want to do either. He didn't want to necessarily commit himself full-time to kicking and give up that other aspect of the game, because he's definitely a tremendous athlete that can still play at a high level, both offensively and defensively. The O'Gorman Lady Knights volleyball team is hanging up their state championship plaque as well right now, so it seems like every year there's always something going on at O'Gorman when we play Lincoln. I remember my senior year we hung our basketball plaque as we had Lincoln here. Lincoln must be sick and tired of coming to O'Gorman and having plaques hang up on the wall.
There's a lot of plaques for sure. So Inside O'Gorman has been brought to you by the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. Our 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school, exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Our schools strive to have excellence where it counts in faith, academics, in our community, and in the opportunities offered to our students. Visit ogknights.org to schedule a tour. Enrollment opens on February 22nd. That volleyball team did not lose a game this year, Isaac. They barely lost a set. They only lost, I think, 2 or 3 sets the whole season as well. I think they were 26-0. So congratulations to those ladies. State champion volleyball girls. A lot of them are on the basketball team as well. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. We'll tell you how the O'Gorman boys and some other scores going on in the area. Don't go anywhere.
When you look to the future, is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Lady Knights lead 32-8 here at the half. We're going to get a quick wraparound of scores from around the state. Start off with that O'Gorman Sioux Falls Christian boys game. The last score that I saw on the live stream was it's tied up at 12 in the first quarter over at Sioux Falls Christian. We've got some other scores from around the state. Pierre on top of Spearfish 67-40. Mitchell defeated Rapid City Stevens by 1 in the Corn Palace. Rapid City Central 71-59 over Huron, and then some scores already from AA girls action. Rapid City Central on top of Huron 35-29 at the end of the first half, and Aberdeen Central over Sturgis 25-14 at the end of the first half.
And the O'Gorman JV boys won 49-30. Thank you to Carrie, who wrote that on our video stream. Tonight's halftime show for the O'Gorman Knights is sponsored by the BB Agency, supporting Knights of Columbus Insurance for South Dakota, Southwest Minnesota, and Northeastern Iowa. For life insurance, long-term care insurance, retirement products, call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. Thank you to the BB Agency. With the second half, here's Isaac Struck.
Ronzik's 3 no good. Rebound, however, by Bergen Riley up and off the window for 2. Easy shot there by Bergen Riley. The Lady Knights increased their lead to 34-8 on their first possession of the second half.
If you're watching the video stream, the Knights are in the white tops, white bottoms, gold trim, and Lincoln in those baby blue tops and bottoms. Kind of reminiscent of the San Diego Chargers when they used to do the baby blues now.
These Lincoln jerseys, I'm a sucker for the baby blues. The football team had one. Fun fact for anyone that didn't know, when my dad used to coach football at Lincoln High School, their football team had baby blue jerseys for a game or two, and those things were sweet. Growing up, those were always fun to watch. I mean, those baby blues, their boys basketball team and girls basketball team both have them as well. I'm a sucker for the baby blue. I don't know what it is about it, but I enjoy it. Both free throws good by Fixie. It's 34-10 here in the third quarter. Lady Knights with the basketball. They'll push it around the perimeter. Reagan Riley has it on the right wing. She looks inside. Now decides to pass it over to Ronzik. Ronzik over to Moore, inside to Friedman. Friedman finds Reagan Riley in the corner. She'll go dribble drive, pass it out to the other corner, and back around to Moore. 10 seconds on the clock. Moore baseline drive finds Bergen Riley. Her jumper from the baseline, no good. Rebound rolls off the back of Moore into the hands of Fixie, and Lincoln will control it. Addie Fawcett in for Lincoln once again after she had those 2 fouls in the early going of the first quarter. Fixie off the window for 2. Lincoln has has scored as many field goals in the opening minute here as they did the entire first half. Offensive rebound for the Knights after the missed shot. Moore has it in the left corner.
The Tim Duncan-like bank shot by Fixie that last possession.
Three-pointer from the corner by Ronzik is good. Hannah Ronzik knocks down a 3 from the corner. It's 37-12. Knights on top.
Both Hannah and Izzy are such good corner three-point shooters. So efficient.
Fixie off the back of the iron again. Fixie off the backboard, then bounced around on the rim twice and fell. Fixie back-to-back buckets off the window. It's 34-14. Bergen Riley thought about a jumper, kicks it over to Friedman, back up top to Ronzik, and they'll swing it around the perimeter again. They're going to call a 3-second violation on Bergen Riley in the top of the paint near the free throw line. She stood there for a little too long. Now we got a timeout for the Patriots. So it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break, and after the break, stay tuned for more Lady Knights basketball here on Real Presence Radio Network.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
Hi, this is Brett Byler, Area Account Executive with Real Presence Radio. Did you know the signal of Real Presence Radio reaches an audience of over 2.4 million people across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming? Have you ever thought about running radio spots on the RPR network? We want to partner with you to help gain exposure for your business in front of a very faithful customer base. To find out more about the options, please call me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Lady Knights lead 37-14. It'll be Lincoln Patriot basketball. Got a score update from Sioux Falls Christian. It's 23-14. The Knights lead the Chargers over at Sioux Falls Christian with 6:38 left in the second quarter.
And that stream is on YouTube, I believe, Charger Nation SFC.
Nice high-low bounce pass from, I think that was Jensen, down to Fixie.
Yep.
Really nice look inside, and Fixie has 6 straight points for the Patriots. Friedman nearly turned it over, then got a pass off to Bergen Riley, who tosses it up to her sister.
Lincoln's doing a box and one on Hannah right now with Syme guarding her, Isaac.
Yep, face guarding from Syme on Hannah Ronzik. The Knights will move it around, kick it to the corner. Reagan Riley has it now over to Bergen. Bergen, three-pointer, left wing, too strong. Rebound there for Jensen, and they'll push it across half court. Fawcett has it now over to Sand. Sand looks inside, nearly tripped. Keeps her footing and passes it over to Syme. Syme double teamed by Moore, and Reagan Riley gives it up now to Jensen. Jensen pass deflected and stolen by Hannah Ronzik in transition. Falls to the ground, somehow got a pass up to Izzy Moore, who then gets the layup for 2. Ronzik falls to the floor smiling and tosses it up to Moore, who gets the transition layup.
Izzy gets a lot of those transition points.
Fixie off the window. She's going to be fouled. Missed the shot, so she'll head to the line for 2 free throws. If they get Friedman here on the foul, they do. It'll be her 3rd of the evening.
And that score was actually the O'Gorman JV girls won 49-30. So congratulations to Coach Crystal Richter and her JV girls.
Subs coming into the game. Friedman and Riley, Bergen Riley that is, will take a seat. Friedman picked up her 3rd foul.
And going back to the boxing one, that's basically, folks, if you're not aware, that's where one girl or guy will guard one player on the other team. The other 4 will just zone up. Isaac Struck knows all about boxes and one. He was such an offensive threat at O'Gorman. He got that all the time, I bet.
Only in practice.
So we got a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. What we got coming up next week, we really get a touch on that at halftime. So Monday night, I'll actually be here at O'Gorman video streaming wrestling. It's going to be a triangular with O'Gorman's wrestlers, Rapid City Central, and West Central. I think that starts at 5. And then it'll go 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and 7 to 8. And then Tuesday night, we have a doubleheader right before Christmas here at O'Gorman. The girls take on Yankton at 5. And then the boys in the second game will be at 8 o'clock, will be the tip-off. It'll be a JV game in between. So it's not going to go girls varsity straight to boys varsity. It's going to go girls varsity, JV boys, I believe, and then boys varsity at 8.
Yep, that's just to reduce crowd size and traffic from the 2 teams. I've got Rick Lynch's wife, Amy, giving me updates over from the boys' game. She just gave me the information that actually Joe Lynch is not playing today. He tweaked his hip flexor right at the tail end of that game on one of those rebounds. Too sore to go today for the Knights. But some positives from the game so far is they're hitting a lot of threes. The Knights are hitting multiple threes from multiple different players. It's not just Eng and Moffitt tonight. It's a couple of different players. The travel is going to be called on Izzy Moore, and then Eddie Myler is leading the game in boards and some offensive boards as well. So a good game from Eddie over at Sioux Falls Christian so far. Still in the second quarter over there.
Cousin Eddie doing work. Like it.
Dan Johnson, if you're listening, that's your fella right there, Cousin Eddie.
Give Lincoln credit in the start of the third quarter. They've, not a good play that time with a throw out of bounds, but they had 8 points at half, and now they have already 9 points here in the third quarter. So, yeah.
Lady Knights. Yeah.
So I had to double check myself there.
Nebraska high school math there. Lady Knights lead 39-17.
And you don't want to get complacent if you're O'Gorman. You have a big lead. You want to keep playing like it's a tie game or a close game and not relax, basically. Let up.
Ellie Thee, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound bounces around off the hands of Reagan Riley and out of bounds. 31-15 now. The boys team leads over at Sioux Falls Christian.
And now we have a girl for Lincoln, Mallory Nelson, number 32, checking into the game. So it's Nelson, Fawcett, Sand, Peter, and Syme are your 5 Patriots. Thee, Ronsick, Riley, Mentley, and Abdush are your 5 for O'Gorman.
Ronsick's going to get called for the foul. She tried to poke that one away out of bounds, then bumped into Sand. She'll pick up the foul.
So that is already now 3 team fouls for O'Gorman, 0 for Lincoln. Knights have had quite a few fouls so far in this game.
Yeah, they were in the Lincoln was in the bonus in the early second quarter, yes. I believe, even maybe late first quarter. A lot of fouls for the Knights.
Syme
elbow
misses.
Jumper, no good from Syme. Rebound by Reagan Riley. She's going to be fouled. She was ripping that ball away aggressively. Fed up with all of the hands reaching in there. They're going to credit, I think it was Syme. Yep, Syme with the foul. So Ellie Thee will get ready to bring it across half court for the Knights. Relatively quiet opening third quarter here for the Knights.
Yeah, Lincoln's outscored them so far 9-7 in this quarter.
Reagan Riley had her shot blocked, however, going to wind up into the hands of Mentley. Jumper good.
That was like a little rainbow push shot.
Her shot was blocked, and then they tried to save it out of bounds, flicked it to Mentley, who was right around that restricted arc, and just tossed up a rainbow that went right up and right down without hitting any rim. Thee saves the ball as she gets the steal in transition. It's going to be Abdush off the window, rolls off the rim, no good. Abdush sprints back on defense, and cuts off Jensen or Fawcett, and now will tie up the ball on the floor. So a good play there from Molly Abdush, hustling back in transition defense and causes the jump ball. It'll stay with Lincoln. Ronsick and Riley come out of the game. Moore and Riley back into the game. Bergen in, Reagan out. Syme has it at the top of the key.
Brandon Valley boys, they got a big win last night over Yankton, 62-60. So they're 3-0 on the year.
Jackson Hilton, I believe, had about 5 threes in that game, is I think what I saw in the stat book. Morris had a big first quarter, had 12, and then went kind of quiet the rest of the game. Still had 2 big dunks. Yankton boys come in to the gym on Tuesday. Should be a hopping environment. Yankton always travels well. I don't know how it will play out with the restrictions on attendance. But there's always a way. There's a will, there's a way.
And we'll be streaming that on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. So if you can't make it, tune into the video stream and listen to Isaac and Dan call the game.
Bergen Riley over to Kira Mentley. Tosses it over to Abdush. Abdush will go off the dribble, pass it up top to Thee. Thee working it around the perimeter, drives inside, kicks it to the corner. Abdush, stutter step, finds Bergen Riley, top of the key. Her three-pointer, swish. Nice shot there by Bergen Riley. Knights increase their lead. Ellie Thee gets on the floor. They're going to call a hold on Kira Mentley, I believe.
10 points for Bergen Riley. Might be here at career high. 2 3-pointers today. kind of was a reluctant shooter last year, but it's nice to see her pop a couple threes tonight.
Yeah, on a team last year when you already had so many good shooters, it's tough to feel confident enough to, I mean, even if you're open to take away, if you're not necessarily the best shooter or whatever, to take away shots from other shooters who could be open. So we saw that kind of last year, hesitant to shoot a little bit outside of the paint, but definitely not shy this year. She's knocked down 2 threes already in this game.
Yeah, Emma Ronsick's a pretty good offensive option.
Yeah, I'd take her on any basketball team that I assembled. Syme has it on the left baseline. Tries to force a pass inside to Fixie. She does. Fixie turns around, hands it off to Fawcett. Fawcett drives inside.
I think 32 might have been the lane for 5 seconds.
7-8. In the freshman game that I was working over there, the official called 3 seconds and then said it's been about 11 or 12.
It's posted camp down in the lane.
Yep. Pitch to 10. Molly Abdouche, straight on 3, no good. Rebound goes to Ronzik.
Nice block that time by Mallory Nelson for Lincoln.
Abdouche pull up 3 was no good. Rebound went to Ronzik, and then Nelson swatted it away from Ronzik on her second chance attempt.
Knights up 44-19, 20 seconds left, so probably going to hold for the final shot. Well, here, get open 3s, so you're going to take that.
No good. Rebound by Abdouche. It's going to be stripped away, however, by Fixie. Lincoln will have the last shot here. 8 seconds on the clock. They go in transition, then throw it away. So now OG will have it with 6 seconds on the clock. They're going to get one final shot.
It's a mistake by Lincoln that time.
Abdouche will bring it across half court. She'll drive inside, kick it out to Bergen Riley. 3 at the buzzer. Around and out. It went in and out, then hung on the rim
there for a bit.
for about a half a second and fell off. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, the Lady Knights lead 44-19. Stay tuned for more Lady Knights basketball after the break. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Crossroads Book and Music is a local source for Catholic gifts and supplies. From rosaries and medals to books and Bibles, Crossroads is here with materials to help individuals in their walk with Christ. Crossroads also features a large line of personalized gifts that are great for weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, or any special occasion. Crossroads is located at 41st and Grange next to Camille's. Crossroads, books, gifts, music.
Hi, I'm Larry Canfield with Canfield Business Interiors. I've often been asked what differentiates Canfield Business Interiors from other companies. It's our knowledge, expertise, and over 100 years of combined experience. It's how we use our in-house design capabilities to enhance your workspace. To us, it's not just a transaction. It's about our satisfaction guaranteed philosophy that seeks a positive outcome for all. The reason we are in business is to make your space better. We get results just like those Knights. Go Knights!
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Lady Knights lead this ball game 44-19 here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. The Knights will have possession of the basketball going towards us and towards the video stream on Real Presence Radio's YouTube page. Dumped down inside to Bergen Riley. Up off the window, she got fouled. The shot did not fall. She was fouled by Jensen.
It's that third quarter, the Knights outscored Lincoln 12-11. So Lincoln had a nice little third quarter.
Free throw good by Bergen Riley. Bergen has now 12 points on the night for the Lady Knights. Second free throw, short, no good. Rebound poked around, bounces off of the hip of Bergen Riley, and now she has it over to Hannah Friedman. Hannah Friedman inside, up off the window, rolls around and out, no good. A lot of contact, no call. Transition, Syme has it. She'll go Euro step inside, out to Sand. Three-pointer rattles in and out, no good. Rebound rolling around into the hands of Fawcett. Now up top to Syme, and the Patriots will clear the rebound. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Jensen lost it into the hands of Izzy Moore, and now Jensen's going to be called for the foul.
So Isaac, does your junior high team, do they play any games yet?
They have. So I coach the 7th grade girls C and D team, and our C team, I believe, is 3-2 on the season, and my D team is 4-1 on the season. We have a game upcoming this Monday, even though we're on Christmas break, against McGovern Middle School, and then we're off till January. And then I'll resume coaching duties once again in the springtime with the 8th grade AB boys team. So I'll get a shot at the 8th grade AB boys before they go on to their freshman basketball season with Coach Zach Cole and Sam Jacobson. So grooming the young men before they hit the Knights high school basketball court.
Are you giving them any of the Roby taglines, any Roby lingo to them?
Yeah, I'll give them some Roby lingo so they're not shocked when they get there. Up off the window, good for 2. Fixie, she's got 12 of the 21 points for Lincoln. Bergen Riley has it near the 3-point line, kicks it over to Reagan. 3 from the left wing, too strong, no good. Rebound, Hannah Ronzik's going to get called for the foul. Ronzik over the top of Fixie. Too much body, and now it's going to send her. Actually, I think she fouled Syme. She fouled Syme, and Syme will head to the line for a 1-1 as they are in the penalty once again. Lincoln will be in the bonus for the entirety of the 4th quarter. Free throw up, no good. Rebound goes to Reagan Riley. Riley will hand it off to Moore. A little bit of pressure so far from Lincoln in the 4th quarter. Nice behind-the-back dribble move by Moore to create some space, and then she'll hand it off to Thee. Over to Reagan Riley. 3 from Riley. That one good. No hesitation whatsoever. Reagan Riley launches a 3. She's back on the board, her 6th point of the evening.
Knights back into that 2-2-1 press.
Something that you like to see out of Reagan and Bergen is they're both shooting it a lot more and more confidently this year than last. That 3 ball draws nothing from Jensen, and now the Knights will push in transition. Moore is going to get another leak-away layup. Good for 2. But as I was saying, Reagan Riley and Bergen Riley are not afraid to shoot that outside 3-pointer. Reagan had shot more in the past, but this year a lot more confident stepping into her 3s and taking them.
Ooh.
Without any hesitation. Should have been an over and back call there from Syme.
I was going to say that was an over and back. Sand misses the 3.
Bergen up to Izzy Moore. Moore controls it, then passes it over to Ronzik. Ronzik nearly stepped out of bounds, didn't, and kept possession of the basketball at the top of the key. Hands it off to Bergen Riley. Bergen has it over on the right wing. Tosses it up to Moore. Moore over to Thee. Thee off the dribble inside. Jumper, good. Ellie Thee on the board. 52-21, Lady Knights lead. End of the first half over in Sioux Falls Christian territory. The Knights lead 46-25 over the second-ranked team in Class A. The Chargers struggling to score over there.
So it must have been a pretty impressive second quarter then for O'Gorman boys.
Once again, that game being streamed over on Chargers Nation SFC on YouTube.
But it's not on Keeter time, so it started at 3 o'clock.
They held off until the last moments. Keeter's got to catch his afternoon nap.
That's true.
Hannah Ronzik has it after the missed free throw. Abdush now has it on the wing. She'll take a 3, around and out, no good. Off the window, no good by Sand. Rebound goes to Abdush. She'll push it up. Had it batted away and back into her own hands. Abdush in transition. Easy free throw line jumper, good.
Boy, she is quick with the ball in her hands, Isaac. I mean, she kind of glides up and down the court.
Yeah, she has definitely got some nice ball control, but also able to push the ball with pace for the Lady Knights. Rebound after the missed shot by Fixie goes to Reagan Riley. Reagan Riley up to Hannah Ronzik, over to Abdush, and one. She got bodied by Fixie and then had it off the window and in. The freshman Now with 4 points, a chance to make it 5. You know, even though she doesn't play for O'Gorman anymore, Abdush kind of draws a lot of similarities to me from Jacqueline Wenentanda when she played a little bit as a freshman. Similar, I would say, loose body movement, quick with the ball, not afraid to shoot from the perimeter. Just similar characteristics between those two offensively. Now, obviously, Jacqueline much taller, but just similar body movements and control with the basketball between those two. Hopefully, Abdush grows into be one of those Emma Ronzik style players for the Knights, where she might be able to start next year and then from then on through senior year, as Peter's going to get a layup off the window.
But experience in these games like this as a freshman, that's very key for you. Emma came off the bench, and then I think at the end of her freshman year started for the Knights when they won the state title in 2017.
Hannah Ronzik rebound after the missed 3 from Bergen Riley. She'll kick it out to Moore.
3 seconds?
3-second violation.
Bergen's got caught for the 3 seconds now twice.
Ellie Thie will check in for Izzy Moore. 3:13 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Knights bench is not necessarily that deep tonight. Only looks like they have 10 players on the bench. And now it looks like Kennedy Colesgrud will get ready to check into the game for the Lady Knights.
57-23, Knights leading Lincoln. 2:53 left in the fourth quarter from O'Gorman High School. Brett Byler, Isaac's Truck, Real Presence Radio.
Sand has it now over to Syme. Syme dribbling around, step back 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Hannah Ronzik. In transition, Hannah has it. Passes it up to Bergen Riley, finds Abdush. Nice layup off the window, good again. 2 subs will come into the game for the Knights. That's going to be Kennedy Colesgrud, the 5'3 junior, as well as Lucy Moore. She's the 5'6 freshman, sister of Izzy Moore. She's going to be a fantastic ball player for the Knights as well. The Moore family runs pretty deep with the basketball skills.
A lot of, is it 5 girls in that family,
yep.
I believe?
All girls in that family. There's plenty more to come if you're a Knights fan.
So
you're going to be hearing a lot of them more.
The dad's pretty outnumbered in that household.
poor guy. Father Keith Moore, fantastic young man. See him over sitting with the family of the Moores over there.
I think Lincoln had one too many players in the game. There they go. They're trying to play 6-on-5 for a second.
59-23, 2:35 left here in the ball game. A bunch of new Patriots in. We're going to call it double dribble. I think that's going to go to Madison Evans, the freshman. So for Lincoln right now, it's Evans, Leemeyer, Zeno, Kirchin, and Honor. Ellie Thie has it over in the corner. Nice move by Thie, creates some separation, can't get it to go. Rebound offensively for Mentley. Now they'll run a quick set, gets it over to Lucy Moore. Thought about the 3, hesitation, then pulls it back out. Moore kicks it over to Abdush. Abdush will use a screen. Instead, she'll pop a 3 off the iron, too strong. Grabs her own rebound, however, on the other side of the floor. Mentley has it now up top. Mentley dribbles over and hands it off to Abdush. Abdush off the dribble, creates some room inside. Floater too short.
Oh, okay.
Nearly a travel there from Lincoln. Now getting ready to check in for the Knights is number 45, Megan Vandenhemmel, the 5'8 junior. Lucy Moore in transition, up off the window, and her first varsity points of her young career for the Knights. Moore off the window increases the lead to 61-23. A big standing ovation from the parents, as that's a first varsity bucket for another Lady Knight. A couple more players that could get their first varsity points.
And you remember those, I'm sure, Isaac. You remember your first one.
My first varsity point junior year at Brandon Valley.
3-pointer?
No, it was a funny story here with a minute left. I came into the game the first quarter because I played JV that game, and I wasn't going to play in the second quarter, so I was going to only be available for the first, third, and fourth. Coming in the first quarter, we're about 3 minutes into the game. I sub in for, I don't remember who it was. And I get a pass. Oh, Kennedy Colesgrove nearly had a chance at a layup. Then we'll kick it back out to Bentley. Got a pass. Fell over onto my foot. Stood up and dribbled because you can get up if you dribble. Vanden Hemel checks in for Knights. Stood up with the dribble and then found myself wide open at the free throw line and just was like, you know what, I'm going to shoot it. Went in, and then that was the only shot I took that night. Lucy Moore has it at the top of the key, passes it over to Thee. Thee dribbling around, creates some separation, step through, hook shot, no good. Rebound, Vanden Hemel kept it alive, however, going to be in control of the Patriots. Yeah, so my first varsity bucket came after I foolishly fell over my own feet and then stood up with no one around me and made the free throw jumper.
Where was the defensive player? Just letting you open?
I fell over it, and he tried to steal it, so then he fell over. We were both just laying on the ground, and I just stood up and got it. Colesgrove has it, passes it out to Abdush. Abdush will hold it, and that'll end the ball game. Knights pick up a 61-23 victory here over the Patriots at home in their home opener. Stay tuned for the Knights Locker Room show here on Real Presence Radio Network after the break.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
Hi, this is Brett Byler, Area Account Executive with Real Presence Radio. Did you know the signal of Real Presence Radio reaches an audience of over 2.4 million people across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming? Have you ever thought about running radio spots on the RPR network? We want to partner with you to help gain exposure for your business in front of a very faithful customer base. To find out more about the options, please call me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room Show. Now, back to the gym.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, where the Lady Knights just picked up a 61-23 victory over the Lincoln Patriots in a game that was sloppy in the first minutes, then turned into a rout for the Knights as they ended the first quarter 16-0, and then at halftime, I can't remember the exact score.
32 to 8.
Yeah, 32 to 8. And their defense was stellar in the first half, and then they only gave up 15 points in the second half to the Lincoln Patriots. So a good defensive game for the Lady Knights, a young, inexperienced team over at Lincoln, still going through some growing pains in their young season over there with head coach Matt Daly. But kind of the game that you had expected out of the Knights, and a good way to start off their season at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, kind of a slow offensive start anyway for O'Gorman. Then they kind of got it going in the first quarter. Bergen Riley came off the bench, hit a corner three, had 5 quick points, and Reagan Riley hit a three. And then, like you said, a lot of transition points with Izzy Moore on fast breaks, Hannah Ronsick, and too many turnovers for Sioux Falls Lincoln, where they put their defense in bad situations, leading to easy baskets for O'Gorman. I thought Lincoln did a better job in the second half. It looked like a little bit more relaxed, not just throwing the ball all over the place. Did a good job, I thought, getting the ball into the paint. I think that is something moving forward. O'Gorman, especially if a team with a very good post play, you can't let them have consistent inside position like we did. But overall, it was nice to see the Knights kind of just take care of, do what you're supposed to do. And that's what they did tonight, getting the big win over Sioux Falls Lincoln. And now they have a couple days to prepare for the Yankton Gazelles Tuesday night.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you would hope for. Yankton's going to be, once again, a good team this season, but like you were saying, just an overall good performance for the Lady Knights tonight, or this afternoon, if you will.
It's only 4 o'clock,
yeah. You know? Now I don't know what to do with the rest of my night. I'm going to go watch my Florida Gators, obviously, even though we might not be playing for much. But maybe you can squeak in the playoffs. Maybe.
Hopefully, no more shoe throwing tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're gonna, a couple of scores. We might get Coach Colger to come up. We're not for sure yet, but I do know Hannah had 14, Bergen had 13. Izzy was somewhere in the teens.
In the 13 to 15 range. I'm not sure. Those layups towards the end of the game, I'm not sure if they got added to that stat board or not. Before she subbed out, I didn't quite see what she had, but somewhere in that teen range as well. I got a text from freshman coach Zach Cole. The freshman A team for the boys lost a nail biter in overtime, 43-42 at Sioux Falls Christian. Knights were led in scoring by Hayden Gross with 16. Theobald had 13 and Jones had 9. So Maverick Jones, one of the Jones younger brother of Trey, and then Logan, who was on that state championship football team, and Henry Theobald. Those are some. That's going to be a good group of kids when they get up to their varsity basketball range.
All right, Isaac, we're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we're going to hear from O'Gorman girls basketball coach Kent Colger after the break. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Knights Locker Room Show.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company is located at 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by calling 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 605-334-1653.
Did you know you can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. The Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Now we are joined by head coach Kent Colesgrud of the Lady Knights after they pick up a 61-23 victory over the Lincoln Patriots. Coach, what are some positives that you could take away from tonight's game?
Yeah, this was a really nice win, Isaac. We haven't played for 8 days, so it was fun to get back out there on the court. I thought it was really a great team effort. A little bit slow out of the gate there, but I thought all our kids really contributed. I thought, Hannah Ronsick was really good and, coming off some different things. Izzy more in transition. Molly Abdush's got some nice things in transition. Bergen and Reagan Riley knocking in some shots. Just was a really nice team effort, I thought, by everybody. After that slow start, I was really proud of the way we got going, and obviously we wanted to push transition in today's game, do some full court pressure, and I thought we were able to capitalize on both of those two different things tonight.
One thing, Coach, I noticed, it felt like your girls were playing very unselfishly offensively, a lot of making the extra pass, the fast break, the 2-on-1 stuff. Talk about I'm sure that's something you definitely preach in practice, is share the ball. It feels like your girls are doing a really good job of that.
They do. It's a very unselfish group. I thought last year's team was the same way. Didn't care who scored. They just cared that we did score. This group is the same way. They make the extra pass. They're going to throw it to the person that's open. They're playing for the name on the front of their jersey, not the one on the back. So proud of that. Pleased pleased with their efforts. We still certainly need to continue to grow. Two things we challenged them coming into this game was defensive rebounding, which I didn't think was very good at Roosevelt. I thought that was better. The second thing was taking care of the ball, not turning it over. Might have been a little bit better, but we still need to clean some of those things up. But that's second game of the season. You learn some of those things, and we'll continue to grow and get better moving forward.
Yeah, last question before we let you go. Heading into Tuesday night's game against Yankton, what do you expect Yankton to kind of be like this season? And especially just heading into another game, another home game, and not necessarily a city opponent that these girls may have played around in the summer, but a team like Yankton, what are they going to bring?
Yeah, they'll come up here and battle us for sure. Coach Creer does a great job with them, play very aggressive defensively. Their best player, Ellie Kay, I can't pronounce her last name very well. She's off to a phenomenal start. She had 30 points last game. She had 23 and 24 the other games, I think. So we certainly got to be aware where she's at, and then just do the things that we need to do to be successful. Really good defense, rebound on both ends, execute an offense, take care of the ball, and just play hard and have fun, collectively as a team.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Coach. We look forward to seeing your girls play Tuesday night, and congratulations on the win tonight.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right, that was O'Gorman girls basketball coach Kent Colsrud. His Lady Knights defeated the Lincoln Patriots 61-23 tonight. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Isaac and I will tell you who the Knights player of the game was tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. The Knights Locker Room Show continues on Real Presence Radio.
On Google Assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To start this action, say something like, "Okay Google, talk to Real Presence Radio." It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, "Play Sioux Falls," or "Play AM 970," or "Play WWEN." From there you can use words like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on Google Assistant devices.
I was just like...
Yeah.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games from the middle of December 2020 to the middle of March 2021. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, 91.3 FM Hartford, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Lady Knights just picked up a victory over the Lincoln Patriots. The boys game going on over at Sioux Falls Christian, they lead 53-46. They had a 20-point lead at the half. Sioux Falls Christian came out of the break pretty hot. But now we're going to get to our Pizza Ranch player of the game, and tonight we're going to give that to Bergen Riley, who came off the bench and provided some nice scoring offensively, but also was doing a good job of battling on the defensive rebounding as well as some of the offensive rebounding. Just nice to see her shooting with some confidence, and if she can play like that throughout the season, this team's going to be really tough to stop, especially with a big that's able to stretch the floor like she was tonight.
Yeah, she got a couple of nice block shots, Isaac, defensively. She's so long. I mean, I think she's listed about 6'1 or 6'2, but with those arm lengths, she probably has about a 6'7", 6'8 wingspan, something I wish I had back when I played basketball in my day, but I'm a little jealous. But she does a great job. She's still kind of raw. She's a terrific volleyball, obviously, is what she's going to do moving forward when she graduates and everything. But she's, learning basketball. She got some action last year more on the JV squad, but I think now she's a little bit more confident as a sophomore to go out there and shoot the ball confidently. She's always going to do well defensively just because she's so long and active, but and I'd like to see her play maybe even a little bit more physical, but I think that'll come as you get stronger as well. But she had a terrific game tonight. This was her career high, 13 points. So Bergen Riley is our Knights Pizza Ranch player of the game. Tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights player of the game is brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch are proud supporters of the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools and the Real Presence Radio Network, and that seems like a good place for me to eat right now. Maybe about an hour. I'm not too hungry yet, but by 5 o'clock before that Florida game, I'll be ready for some pizza. So we're going to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to give a scoreboard update. Isaac will let us know how the O'Gorman boys are doing. They're currently playing over at Sioux Falls Christian. Don't go anywhere, folks. Our final break is coming up next. You're listening to Real Presence Radio, O'Gorman Knights girls basketball.
When you look to the future, is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring salad bar, pizza, and chicken. Pizza Ranch has a spacious dining room as well as 8 party rooms to fit any size group. You can also order online and they will bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch, located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street, can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Knights just picked up a victory over the Lincoln Patriots this afternoon, 61-23. Now we're going to get some scores from around the state. We're going to first update you with that boys game going on over at Sioux Falls Christian. The Knights lead 58-48 with 1:30 left in the third quarter. Sioux Falls Christian came out with a trap press from my sources.
There you go.
Press that we had some turnovers in, and they hit some transition threes against us. They came out of the gates hot, and O'Gorman's starting to respond now and hold them in check. But a good start to the second half for Sioux Falls Christian, because that game was 46-25 at the half, now 58-48. So Sioux Falls Christian outscoring the Knights in the second half. A bright spot for the Knights, Eddie Myler has 15 points over there. He had 13 points in the second quarter alone, doing a really good job on the boards, as we said, but also doing a good job scoring over there. Now we've got some other scores from around the state. A couple of finals that we had already talked on earlier. Pierre defeated Spearfish 79-51. Mitchell over Rapid City Stevens, and Rapid City Central over Huron. And then in AA girls action, Mitchell is leading Stevens at the end of the half, 38-23. Rapid City Central picks up the win over Huron, 65-54, and Aberdeen Central all over Sturgis, 57-27. No score so far from Pierre and Spearfish in AA girls basketball. Otherwise, kind of scores that we would have expected going on this afternoon.
Yeah, and then the boys will be Sturgis Brown will be at Aberdeen Central at 6 o'clock tonight. Aberdeen Central boys 2-0 on the year. I don't believe Reese Burkhardt, he hurt his shoulder in football, is playing basketball this year, but I do remember going up there last year doing the broadcast. And they had a lot of talented underclassmen on that team.
Yep.
So that's another boys team besides Mitchell and the ESD kind of range to look out for this year as well. So, and then that O'Gorman boys basketball game, folks, if you want to watch that, you can go to YouTube, and it's Chargers Nation SFC. So that's the Sioux Falls Christian stream. You can watch the remaining fourth quarter of that ball game. Isaac, kind of final thoughts on this ball game.
I think that the Lady Knights came out and did exactly what they needed to do tonight. They kind of controlled the rebounding game, but they also were pushing the pace offensively in transition and really hounding Lincoln in the backcourt with their press as well. They played a good fundamental game. Obviously some things that they can still improve on, but a lot of players getting experience today early in the season. Overall, this was a good performance from the Lady Knights, and this will help them propel them into a quick start and a quick rebound, as they have a good team in Yankton coming to town on Tuesday.
Yeah, they pretty much did what you want to do. I mean, when you're playing a team that's overmatched, you usually want to try to get out to a quick lead, expand that lead, and then just, keep playing hard, don't lose focus, and, get a good victory, do what you're supposed to do. And that's what O'Gorman girls did tonight. That's what good teams do. It was nice to see a lot of girls besides the Hannah and Izzy's of the world make shots and make some plays, play some confident basketball. Molly Abdouche, I thought, in the second half looked terrific out there. That's another young girl to kind of watch out for moving forward for O'Gorman. So the next matchups for our O'Gorman girls and boys next week will be Tuesday night. Again, the girls play Yankton right here at 5 o'clock. We're going to go on the air probably about 4:40 for that one. Be broadcasting on 94.5, also 91.3 on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. Then there'll be the boys JV game after that, and then the boys varsity game will be at 8 o'clock against Yankton, led by Matthew Moore. So 5 o'clock girls, 8 o'clock boys, O'Gorman versus Yankton Tuesday night here. Those should be a couple of fun matchups right before Christmas break.
So at the end of the third quarter in that boys game, Eddie Myler just hit a 3 at the buzzer to put O'Gorman up 61-48, and what I've been hearing is that he's just having a fantastic game over there. He's having one of those career nights or career afternoons, if you will, over at Sioux Falls Christian. So congrats to him, and hopefully the Knights can hang on and come up with their second win of the season.
All right, thank you so much, Isaac, for your play-by-play tonight, your help. You're volunteering to do the broadcast. So you do a tremendous job. People see Isaac, thank him for what he does with us, and also with Dan Johnson. Look forward to having Dan back on the broadcast Tuesday nights and giving us all the scoops that he always delivers. So everyone have a great rest of your day, great safe weekend. Watch the O'Gorman boys game right now, Chargers Nation SFC. Go Knights. We'll talk to you Tuesday night. Have a great night, everyone.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights basketball has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, McGuire Iron, Sioux Equipment Company, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Canfield Business Interiors, the BB Agency Knights of Columbus Insurance, Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, Ide Bailey, First Premier Bank Card, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, Crossroads Book and Music.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.